Switch scenes. And we are on 1.30. Mic sounds good. Awesome. Glad to hear it. I was thinking about doing a 0 to hero with Mage, but I think actually because the new map doesn't yet have all of the entities, first off I will shoot Tutty because that is just what you do. Since the new map doesn't have entities fully filled out yet, I'm going to hold off because I think it would make the 0 to hero harder, but either way I want it to be consistent with what people are playing in production. Alright, let's do what I usually like to do with Mage, which is Thunderstorm plus Ice. Gnome does rule. Gnome is great now. That's a really concentrated effect, but I don't want to pass it up. It's too good. It has entities, but it's missing a lot of them. Like it has technically the entities exist, but the counts are way below what they were in the previous version of the map. I still have to go in and add the entities. That's just on me. Like I noticed there's only like maybe a third of the village locations that there would normally be. I'll double check. But that's all stuff that I plan on taking care of once we're actually done with the design anyways, so not a big deal. Yeah, Barrage. And I think I'm actually not going to grab any rarity since Mage, a lot of people don't notice these things, but the Mage actually has on his body module, he has passive rarity, so he gains, I want to say 0.5 rarity per level. Let's see. He gains 2 rarity per level. Oh yeah, I forgot to change that when the rarity scale got changed. So yeah, Mage doesn't ever need to really pick up rarity. You can, but eventually you'll have enough either way. So squish, what I really need is duration. Just one effect duration is enough that I can sustain Thunderstorm. Yeah, we'll go crit. Ooh, no, we need life regen right now. And yeah, that's good. You know what? It does look like there's more dens now than the last version of the map I had. Maybe, yeah, maybe you did fill in a lot more of the entities. If it looks, I'll let you guys vote on it. If it looks legit, if you guys are like, yeah, the map looks like it's about on par, then I'll count it. We'll see if I even do good or not, though. Keep getting radius. Yeah, I might not have seen it recently, because already this is a lot more dense than I'm used to seeing. Ooh, another... Well, I've gotten 2 effect radius upgrades, so this is... Yeah, it's 50% of my base effect radius. That still hurts, but... Man, that's a lot of elemental multiplier. Alright. No balls. Let's go. And I want to start on armor early, because Mage is just so squish. And since this is a very brand new save file... we will have... Oh, God. Stop with the... You know what? I gotta do it. Like, there's... Actually, I have an idea for this. I think... Let's see. This should still hit pretty reliably. Not the main attack, but the spell should hit pretty reliably. Yeah, Trashman's build is hacks. I gotta agree. Yeah, this is still... okay, no, there's still a decent amount of HUDs. Yeah, see, I can still hit with that because the effect radius multiplier on it's so low. Let's see. I think I want some projectile speed, actually, so that my fireballs can arrive a little quicker. Whoops, didn't mean to pick that up. Well, we're going to be able to clear bosses on this. As long as I'm careful, we're going to be able to clear Charger. No issues. Oh my god, that thunderstorm is so small. It's not going to hit anything. Ugh. I think it's lucky if it hits one mite. That is a tragedy. Absolute tragedy. Alright, so I gotta remember we have no credits, so I really want to be burning down the villages. Oh my god, I even missed that hut. So that when we do find a module, I can actually upgrade it a bit. Because we really need this first run to get us as far as possible. I think Mage is totally viable in a 2-run 0 to hero. I'm not sure about 1 run. Oh, there's a module. Yeah, we'll go ahead and grab that for salvage, as much as I prefer not to salvage. Get out of here, soldiers. I pulled the tile set. Oh, maybe not. Oh, yeah, I pulled the Greebles file. I didn't pull the tile set. Ah, crap. Making us look bad. That's what the developer's supposed to do, right? I'm going to grab actually Pierce, because I want more chains on my Chain Lightning. That's what's going to give us a longer run here. Later on, it's all going to be Chain Lightning. Zip. Alright, we'll do... Ooh, projectile duration's tempting to get better chains, but I think we need attack speed right now. Yeah, we got credits from that one. Nice. Okay, yeah, I'm going to count it. This is a lot more like what I was thinking I was going to need to fill in. That's what I get for doubting you, Ram. Ooh, I like this. That's kind of cool how it splits off a little bit there. This is looking great. Ooh, no. We are not ready for that tower yet. We are way too squish. Ah, and this version doesn't have flower hell. God, I hated that. Why did I suggest that? That was the worst thing ever. A few flowers, okay, but oh my god, that was just disgusting. And we actually need the effect radius right now. Concentrated effect is a blessing and a curse. Attribute respec, we're not going to do anything with that module. Well, okay, if it was a 1-run 0 to hero, then 8 attribute respec is worthwhile, but we're not going to do that. I don't believe I'm that good. It was perfect. Yeah, you were going for pain, weren't you? Mana barrier, there we go. We were really needing some survivability. Alright. So I think we'll just go down and upgrade that module once we find the hammer. We're not going to actually invest anything into suffixes or prefixes on that one. Alright, projectile duration, yes. Get those chains up. Dude, yeah, that was definitely shock value. I immediately was like, oh, this does not fit the identity of the game at all. Like, even that, just kind of seeing that randomly, it feels like, ugh, it's kind of weird. But we don't really have much to work with for Greebles right now, so gotta work with what we got. Once we have sticks, though, oh man. Did Trashman do a 0 to hero? I don't think he's done a 0 to hero. I might have missed it. Oh, okay. We got Troy just gaslighting us. I know what it is. Troy wants to see the secret sauce behind how Trashman's getting such fast Prometheus runs. I see your game, Troy. Oh, there's Aftershock. All right, we got a Thundershock or Thundershock. We got a Thunderstorm build. If I can get one effect duration, then we've really got. God, I love it. With Aftershock, it just feels so satisfying. Because you know the second one's coming in and the sound just, such good ASMR. Yeah, forking bullets. Sounds good. And we need a little bit more movement speed because we're about to spawn. Probably about to spawn the Alpha Charger. Actually, I should probably focus on the earlier skill points that I can get first. I'm actually not going to take modules there. I'm going to take a level. Because we're going to get to a point here where we're going to start dropping modules pretty quick, I think. It's feeling like a pretty decent run. Especially since Rail Snipers are last. New and improved farms. Where you have sunflowers as tall as skyscrapers. I think actually effect radius is the take there. I love the sunflowers. They just feel so over the top. Someday you'll get to see Trashman's secret sauce he's got going on. It was pretty impressive when I was watching it on the stream, I gotta say. Hey, we got a module. What do we got? We got health. Oh, that is fantastic. Blood magic is not my friend. Don't. I know it's a trap. I made the trap. Like, it's great. I love it. I will absolutely build around it someday and have a lot of fun. But for a first run in a 0 to hero, oh, it's such a trap. Oh, yeah, that's good placement. That's good placement for that one. Oh, I got a lot of juice up here. Another module. We got projectile duration. Alright, let's go for some really laggy chain lightning. We're getting cornered. We're getting cornered. Alright, after this next level, we'll start scooping up these. Yeah. Not good, not good, not good. Critical chance? Critical chance. Yes. Yeah, because we already took one. Ooh, I should show critical damage multiplier here so that we can make a better decision there. Yeah, I think we already took 1 point of critical damage. Alright, so we'll grab that one. Hey, we got 50%. That's better than... Oh, I am running uncapped. Thank you. Oh. Breaking my own rules. There we go. Now... Ah, much smoother, much smoother. Yeah, uncapped is such a killer. That's impaling. I don't think we care about impaling. We'll probably just outright sell that. God, I love that sound. Projectile duration, since we're pretty much locked into lightning now. Although here we're going to need to clear that out. Get out of here, guys. Oh, man. I would have killed to have a frozen orb like that in Diablo 2. It actually, I think it scales a little too well with duration. It might need now a tone back. Yes, radius and more armor. All you armor haters are probably screaming right now seeing me stack armor so much. But I'm in it to win it. Necro is a lot of fun. I can't wait to add Necro to this. I just can't decide if it's going to be a mage subclass or if it's going to be a base class all its own. There was one more down here, wasn't there? Yeah, there it is. I heard a module somewhere. Yeah, I think it's going to be a base class. I think it's going to be a base class, though, that revolves around creating stuff. So, Necromancer will probably still be a subclass. The base class will probably be like Technician or Mechanic or something like that that creates turrets. And then the Necromancer can be a subclass of that that resurrects enemies and creates turrets. Or creates turrets that resurrect enemies. I don't freaking know. We can have so much fun with this. Attack speed is actually really tempting here. Because we're already doing so much damage. I think attack speed's the play. Alright, let's go upgrade some modules. We got a decent amount of credits. And then we'll start killing bosses. Actually, we'll kill the base first, just to make sure I'm getting some skill points. There's our hammer. Still haven't found effect duration, so Thunderstorm's not as good as it should be. We'll get there eventually, though. Alright, we got arms. When did I even find those? Alright, first, I think this is the best of them, so we'll craft that and see what we can get. Attribute scale. This is looking great. We'll go ahead and upgrade that. No, that's actually kind of a really, really good module. We'll go ahead and XP multiplier. This module's nuts. Damage multiplier. This is about as good as you can get for a starter module. Okay. This one, we're running low on credits. Let's go ahead and just upgrade quality. Yes. Yeah, that's fine. Got 2 out of that one. Just a little bonus health and XP magnet. And then this one. Ooh, I found a bug. I found a bug. I found a bug. To do. Run music loop. Check on crafting menu. Okay. Because our music stopped. Alright, we'll upgrade quality here. Now, if I built it correctly, it should still fix that after we go out of this menu. I did build it correctly. Wow. I'm so proud of myself. It started the music the moment we exited the menu. So at least we're failing gracefully there. All right, we're properly juiced now. We've got actually a really good run on our hands. Single run mage 0 to hero, guys. This build's missing a little bit to be able to take on Prometheus, but it's certainly much better than some of my starts. Health pickup's pretty great if we had more. Max life. Windows failed successfully. Yeah, right? If I'm gonna fail at something, I'd rather fail successfully. Effect radius, yes. Keep stacking that effect radius. Keep stacking that armor. We're getting to the point now where the percentage multiplier is gonna start kicking in and really saving our butt. When we're one-shotting, maybe 50% of the things that our lightning hits. Don't need to go too hard on damage. Alright, let's get up and take out the small base. Get some skill point progress. I keep saying I'm going to do that, and then I get distracted. I'm realizing this game is very quickly becoming one of those games where there's like so much to do that ADHD brain kicks in, which is a great problem to have. I'm glad that it's creating that effect, but at the same time it means you have to really focus if you want to complete your objective. Alright, let's see what we can do here. Get some screen clear. Ah, there we go. Look at that damage. That was great. I always feel like a little bit, yeah, we'll do the multiplier. I always feel like a little bit nervous switching to fire because of the fact that it's a delayed kill. Like it feels like it's less defensively, which makes sense. It's the highest raw damage output. Can never find all the bases. Oh, yeah. The pathing's going to gradually become more clear with this new map. Really need more life regen, actually. I would like to kill that refinery before we move on, but I'm getting overwhelmed. I'm dead. It's a pretty good run. Pretty good run. We definitely had an alpha charger killing us there, but that's okay. Dead. Alright, run number 2. I'll probably put up this 0 to... Like, there's no one on the Mage 0 to Hero leaderboard, so I'll put this up regardless. Alright, let's get our skills. Man, I'm really hooked on XP gain, but effect radius and effect duration is huge. Alright, we'll do that. And any loadout changes. Oh, we got corrosive. Those legs are pristine, though. Yeesh. I actually don't like corrosive on Mage that much because you've got the fire already kind of covering your bases. The only thing I would take it for is well, you know what? We can do this now. I suppose I should be a good developer and show new things. Let's see what we get on this module, and then we can make an informed decision. I am seeing a bug. It did not load in the upgrade quality craft there. And the worst part is that's an intermittent bug. I've had that show up multiple times on testing previously. Alright, so we'll fix that later. Fortunately, this one's already improved quality, so I think we are okay there. Let's see what we get on a prefix. Attack size multiplier. We don't really care about that. Let's see what we got on a suffix. XP's great. And we'll do one more suffix. Attribute respect. I don't like this module. Okay. Armor pen. We don't care about that. Health pickup bonus. That one we can check. We might even just add to that existing module, though. This is why we test. Yep. Alright, let's see what we get for a suffix. Attribute respect. Okay, yeah, so we're going to keep this one. And we're going to add one more suffix. Attribute respect. Well, I guess we're really meant to respec our attributes. Alright. Away we go. Run number 2. Oh, and before I forget, I like to do this. It makes me feel like I'm keeping a clean house. You know, it's like, it just feels like I'm doing my part to stay organized and not let the mess get out of hand, you know? Early concentrated effect? Sure, why not? We have 23 respec points. That is way too many. Alright, we'll get some movement speed just to make sure we don't die early and feel stupid. I really like to just aggressively go for the huts at the start of the runs. We have a lot more health this time for scaling. We could take Blood Magic. Let's take Blood Magic. What could go wrong? We even have extra mana to work with. Oh, it's going to be great. I took Blood Magic before taking Life Regen. Okay, that's absolutely terrible. More XP Magnet and more movement speed because we need survivability and Life Regen. Yes, thank you. And we're going to stack Life Regen. I am going to die, clown. Yeah, we're going to stack some Life Regen now because Blood Magic is now our fuel. And before level 5 dead, it's true. It's true. Life Regen will carry us for a while. I can feel pretty confident in that. And the nice thing is now we can go Thunderstorm build. Can absolutely go Thunderstorm build. Gonna need some more attack speed, but we've already got Aftershock. Life Regen! This is such a stupid build. This is not going to work, but I'm going to try it. The 0 to hero is officially scuffed because I'm getting down this, like, weird path of Life Regen Blood Magic Mage. There's no way this build works. Life Regen. I mean, do I go for the meme or do I go for what makes sense? Elemental damage. We gotta take some elemental damage. As tempting as more Life Regen is. Why not both? And then if we get Vitality Barrier, oh my god. Stacking that much Life Regen and then having Vitality Barrier would be insane. Hey look, Life Regen. If this works, it's going to be so stupid. Classic, this is not how the game's meant to be played. Yes, effect radius. And start working on some core stats a little bit. Just a little bit. Oh, that's a lot of enemies. We should probably kill all those by burning more health. Yeah, I mean, maybe this is the way the game's meant to be played. I did add these abilities for a reason. I mean, this is going to have insanely good clear. I just feel like it's going to be like one random rail sniper shot that's going to clear me out. Like, I can just press spacebar anytime I need to reset the field. Sturdy legs. Armor 35! Good lord. I'm not remotely attached to those legs. Let's go see what we can craft onto that. That's a great armor roll. Yeah, I just saw a bug there, but that's okay. That one I'm not too worried about for now. Alright. Armor pen. I'm okay with that. It's better than nothing. Attribute scale. Oh, I'm in love. And speed. Okay. I'm a happy camper. I'm a real happy camper. Yeah, it is tough. Like, I keep thinking, like, do rail snipers need a nerf? And then I remember, no. I want this game to feel like that, where, like, certain things you gotta really kind of build around. So, hey, look! Life Regen! Oh, we really don't need any more move speed. We need like one more point. We are not taking much damage, actually. That early armor, or that armor from our... Look at that! That's great! I'm torn about difficulty, like normal nightmare hell, like Diablo style difficulty. It becomes a crutch, right? So many of these games, they use that as an excuse to simply not make content, right? They're like, well, you've got all these difficulties, so why would you need more content? But at the same time, it is a really good way to kind of expand what's available. So yeah, tentatively, I will do something like that for endgame. But I don't. I want to do it really carefully, if that makes sense. Like, I still want the focus to be on like making these really cool, expansive maps that have interesting enemies, and that's the primary way that your difficulty scales. By exploring the map. If anything, I'm more inclined to make it so that your decisions during gameplay change the difficulty of the map organically, as opposed to you changing a setting that then turns the map more difficult. And actually, Ram and I are already working on the design for that. Kind of one of the first designs for that. I'm not saying there won't ever be difficulty settings, but it's more likely going to be organic stuff. Speaking of rail snipers, here we go, get out of there, rail snipers. And you know we gotta take life regen. This is so stupid. But it's working, like, especially since we found that armor module, this is actually viable. Just burninating the countryside. Fork, even though we're spell-based, I think Fork is still worth taking. Yeah, I see. That's an interesting idea. Yeah, based on the difficulty, you could even end up with like a predictable enemy research list. That's kind of a fun way to do it, versus it being a numerical multiplier. That is more interesting, because most games, they just make it a numerical and multiplier, and it doesn't do anything interesting beyond that. But if it impacts the research list, that's actually something quite a bit more meaningful. Still haven't found any effect duration. I'm glad we took a little bit of that on the tree, at least. Get out of here. Oh, you didn't miss too much. We were just talking about difficulties, you know, whether the game will have difficulties like normal, medium, hard, or normal, nightmare, hell, you know, that kind of thing. That already has attribute scale on it, so I think I'm not too worried about crafting that module. I was talking about how, like, we're kind of designing right now in a way where the game will organically adjust its difficulty based on the decisions the player makes and how they interact with the map. But a difficulty setting might still make sense as like an end game option for people who want to really push themselves. I just don't want it to become like a crutch. Like, just so many developers, they add that difficulty option and they're like, okay, the game's done. We're not adding any more content. It's like, come on. You're literally just now reusing the same 3 bosses for the life of the game. Like, I see games that are releasing in early access and they only have like 2 or 3 bosses that are basically just reskins of the same boss. It's like, then they add the difficulty feature and then they're done. It's like, man. Definition of slop. I shouldn't talk shit. I should be more professional than that. Alright, I think we found crafting component? Yeah, we did. Let's see, we've got XP magnet. Kind of like the armor stacking we got going on. And the rest of these, armor and armor. But that module is just so freaking good. I don't think we're going to replace that anytime soon. I think we can sell that. We can sell everything there. I really would like to just find a little bit of effect duration. so that our thunderstorm doesn't need to be refreshed. Literally just need one effect duration upgrade. I'll be a happy camper. Alright, let's start looking. This one is, I'm wondering, yeah, I think we might need to add more. I can do that. We'll need more array locations so that these aren't so static. Oh yeah, I'm just saying, like, a lot of times when people implement a difficulty, it's just kind of a, like, everything has more health, everything does more damage at the end, like that kind of thing. I want it to be like, if I do a difficulty, it'll be like enemies gain new abilities. Like, if anything, the difficulty would make everything harder. I probably wouldn't implement a difficulty setting that makes the game easier in any way. This is the easiest difficulty the game will ever be played at, if that makes sense. One Pierce is probably better here. I think the game's already kind of as easy as I want it to be. Oh, did you actually, you actually really kind of perfectly matched it up? Okay. Then I might just be seeing them repeat, just because random can do random, which is fine too. I didn't realize you had so thoroughly gone through and done all the entities. That's awesome. I was planning on having to do that. Thank you. That saves me a ton of hassle. I see those real snipers. Burn! Oh my god, there's so many! Okay, let's get back here. Heal up a bit. Burn everything. Yeah, no, it's a good idea. What's gonna happen, which will help a bit. This won't help for new players, but this will help for players like us who really kind of know the pain of it. Is at the epic tier, there will be suffixes that let you control the research list. Like, you can literally say rail snipers can no longer be researched, or rail snipers take 3 times as long to research, stuff like that. And that will come on your modules, and then there will also be a dedicated skill tree for modifying meta aspects of the game. But that's a ways away when factions are added. If factions are added, I shouldn't say when. That's getting into like if the game sells 20 or 30,000 copies, then I'll be able to add stuff like factions and, you know, a proper storyline and all that. If the game sells 5 copies, then, well, it's a fun hobby. Oh god, that one shot, no amount of armor. It's like they have armor piercing, but they don't. Well, I'm already committed. Whew, we didn't critically fail. Okay. I think more life regen and just a little bit of damage and so much armor. Run away! Run away! Run away! Health! Health! Mana! More health! Burn things! More health! Burn things again! Run! I hate this build! Yeah, you can go Oprah Winfrey on that shit. I love it. Alright, we're alive. We're alive. I hated every second of that, but we're alive. Trying to tempt me over there with that array. I don't think I've grabbed that array yet. Your plan worked. You're sabotaging my run just like I sabotaged your run. Alright, so let's get Alpha Charger. Oh my god, I gotta clear out some bases, otherwise I'm just gonna get overwhelmed by rail snipers. I can talk. Or maybe we just run away from the rail snipers permanently. Maybe that's what it is. We let them go into stasis. This is kind of working though. Like, we're regenning really fast. We have a large enough health pool now that our mana is just always full. And we're just able to constantly just fire blast everything. It's just if a rail sniper hits us while we're charging, while we're recharging our health, we're just dead. Like, we can survive one hit from a rail sniper. We need some source of barrier right now. Oh, this is it. This is the end. This is the end. That was the end. I knew when I went up into the farms and I couldn't see the shots from the rail snipers, I was in trouble. And I don't even think it was a rail sniper hit that killed me. Did we even gain any? I don't think we gained any skill points there. Big sad. Farms. I do just need one more run to beat it. Yeah, farms doing its job, I guess. Man. So now, I still feel like that's probably the choice. Okay. That one was a mulligan. We're still at 2 runs in our hearts. All right, let's first keep a clean house. Nothing there we really care about, right? Doop, doop. 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 Ooh. I do love me some attribute scale. Alright, so we will equip that guy. And then we will craft the crap out of it. We got armor penetration, don't care about that. Health pickup bonus, that's great if we go blood mage again. I liked... That's fair try. I actually really liked... no memes, I actually liked how well blood magic worked out there. That was pretty fun. I thought I crafted that. Okay, I did not. And we haven't found any better torsos, so let's... upgrade didn't do anything. This is kind of a wash. Oh, we got some barrier. Okay, okay. That's worth it. We really need barrier on this. Okay. Feeling good. Run 3. Let's go. That's another thing I need to add. Maybe Tim can do it. I need to add a way that you can change your skill tree mid-run. Since I know a one-run format is definitely going to be in the future for this. Pretty much everything that you change at the class selection screen also needs to be available in some way in the game itself. Now I'm like scared to cast spells because I expect I'm just going to suddenly start burning through my health. I know, right? It's disappointing. It's like I've got a normal build now. It's weird. I miss it though. I honestly, blood magic was great. I was kind of thinking Blood Mage would make a really fun subclass for the mage. And that instead of being a legendary upgrade, that just becomes a core mechanic of the Blood Mage, just always on when you select Blood Mage. I think it's just such a fun way to play. I've always loved that in games. It's a very difficult way to play. Like every game, like Path of Exile has a Blood Mage. Path of Exile 2 has a Blood Mage, and it's very difficult to play. To set it up as a separate mode, now that we have a dedicated save load system, we're already halfway there. To set it up as a authenticated mode, like I think I know what you're talking about, where it like tracks your progress and once you kill the boss gives you like an end of run report, like an end of 0 to hero report. That would be very easy to do now that we have dedicated save files. I think that's a really fun idea. If the leaderboard continues to, like, if people use it, like, I'm kind of using the leaderboards and, like, even like fantasy fight and stuff like that, I'm using that as a way to test what people are interested in. So, like, if people do a lot of Zero to Hero runs, then I'll build more content for supporting Zero to Hero runs. If people play a ton of fantasy fight, then hell, maybe I'll make a totally dedicated fantasy fight game at some point down the road. You know, that kind of thing. Vice versa, if people don't have interest in it, then you know, it's just a fun little feature that some people dink around with. With that method, would it still be required to reset progress? I'll show you after this run. I'll show you what we have now. So the reset progress button is actually totally gone. It will make a lot of sense when you see here in a second. I'm playing on save file 1 out of 3, and technically you'll still be resetting progress when you zero to hero. You'll just be resetting progress on a different save file, so you won't ever lose your main save. Like if you do a zero to hero and you like the modules you found or something, you unlock something really cool, you just keep that save file, and you just clone it to another slot and keep it, and then you just, you know, continue to reset for zero to hero. So yeah, you can manage it however you want now. We'll get timed explosion. I think this will be a burn build. Yeah, well, if it's any consolation, you were going to lose your gear either way. This next update is a full reset of everyone's save. So, oh, there it is. And I've been passing so much life regen, but I think I gotta take blood magic every time now. It's just too fun. Feel the burn. You know what we can do? We got enough damage now. No, we're taking a little. We'll come back. We'll do a little bit in Swarmlands here in a bit. Let's get a little bit of crit chance. There's not really any good options there. It does hit different, I'm sure. Felt like you were making a sacrifice for the greater good of Zero to Hero, right? We really... I think I'm just going to cast less spells this run. Even though we have blood magic, I think I'm not going to focus as much on life regen as a source. Alright. Go a little higher damage relative to armor this time, since Rail Sniper is not numero uno. Ah, blood magic, stop! 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 I hate everything. I have to like babysit the village now just to make sure I stay alive. Alright, let's clear out this base. Health, please. Burn! Ah, Command and Conquer Generals. Great game. Conk effect. Let's take it. We haven't had any effect radius, but still. Damage is damage. Burn! Good stuff. Hey, effect duration. We have been looking for that for 3 runs now. Big find, big find. And then now I'll take life regen. Projectile speed is pretty important too, but I think because we have the... Ooh, I just saw barrier chance. What do we have on there? Ah, it's such a good module though. No, the barrier chance is tempting, but we'll craft it. We'll craft it right now and see what we find. If we get attribute scale on it, then we'll still go ahead and make the switch. Command and Conquer is actually kind of what I envisioned the base behaving like there being resources scattered about and they have to mine it like Tiberian, like that kind of thing. I just haven't developed it out far enough yet. Alright, let's see. So if we can get... No. No. Okay. No, we're good. We'll just get that out of there so we forget about it. Get out of there. Okay. Yeah, man, I grew up on Command and Conquer. That and Warcraft 2. Fantastic games. I'd play them at the LAN Center all the time. Probably getting to the point we can go down and cook a few drones for free experience. We'll probably do that before the rail snipers show up. Projectile count, yes. What do we got there? We got of abundance. We don't need that. Actually, before the rail snipers show up, let's actually do everything we need to do in the farms. I'm like scared of farms now. Yeah, so let's like full clear farms. Because this place is trauma now. Like it's gonna become a meme. Like I bet farms will be more feared than rail snipers a year from now. People are gonna be like, oh dude, never go to farms. Something about it is just too cursed. Alright, let's grab some health, because we're about to lose a bunch of health. There we go. Oh no! Oh no! Okay, well, we got the full level at least. I thought we had already leveled, and yeah, farms is the new Swarmlands. Swarmlands Light. Mana barrier, I love it. Yes, please, we need it. Subclasses will probably not get skill trees during the demo. I'm having to really just focus myself in there, and I want to build out the base class skill trees first. That'll keep the subclasses balanced. Otherwise, the subclasses are just a straight upgrade to the base class, and everyone's going to be putting up leaderboard on Paladin and the upcoming Mercenary subclass. So that'll give us something a little more competitive. I think my effect radius is already so low, I can't go conk effect again. Alright, show me the money. Alright, I'll take 50% experience. I think we're done with farms. Oh, we got a little bit more up here. If we can clear this out before the rail snipers get too thick, that would be huge. I think we can. We got a lot of damage. Good module drops. Burn! That was a good clear. You can be on the 0 to, like, you only have one class right now. It's separate leaderboards for 0 to hero. So like you can be on the 0 to hero for mage, rogue, cleric. There isn't a paladin one since we're only doing base classes for now, but yeah, you technically have only claimed one rank 1 spot on the 5 different 0 to hero leaderboards, so you've got plenty that you could still chase if you wanted to. You just wouldn't be able to have rank 1 mage, rank 2 mage, rank 3 mage, for example, but you could have rank 1 mage, rank 1 cleric, rank 1 rogue. Alright, feeling pretty good about our damage here. Feeling really good about our damage here. There's Alpha Charger. Alright, so let's pull him away from farms. In fact, let's pull him down. Oh, look at that. That is some damage. Beautiful. Tractor! Oh man, that was good. That was good stuff. Okay, what do we got? We have we have... Ooh. 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 Yes. We'll take both of those upgrades. Bug on the rock clear. I don't see it. Did it not clear out the rock correctly? I might need to fix how the rock layer is defined with these new ones. Alright, so let's get to crafting. Armor pen. Hey, this is so expensive. Prefix. That's a lot of crit damage. And vitality barrier. Oh, chef's kiss. Magnifique. Magnifique. All right, we'll do. Let's go for broke. All right. Oh, lordy. All right. The downside is I think we're broke now. So let's see if, yeah, we can get enough to craft one more module, or one more mod on this module. Craft two more. Attribute scale. Oh my god, this run. And barrier chance. Alright, alright, come on. Come on. This is so good. What in the world just happened? Like, this just became such a god run. If we manage to find vitality barrier this run, I think we're done. We're ready for the leaderboard. All right, let's clear out some drones. Try our best not to die to them. Effect radius, yes. And, yep. Oh no, we actually are pretty low on XP magnet. Probably leaving some gems on the field. God, this is so good. What a lucky run. I think crit damage? Yeah, crit damage. Alright, let's go for broke. This is how runs end. Oh god, I forgot we have blood magic. I forgot we have blood magic. Get away, drones. Oh. Yep. Alright. Alright. Run number 4. Oh, so here's here you go, Troy. So this is my 0 to hero run, and I can even rename it and say Mage 0 to hero. Boop. And then that also becomes kind of that proof of the 0 to hero once it's completed. I love that it even says chaos on there. I did a thing that just kind of pre-populated certain fun qualities. And now that I see it there, I'm like, oh man, that's great. Like, it just really emphasizes that you just randomly picked up chaos. And if you don't know what it means, then you just see that on your save file and you're like, why the hell does that say chaos? Such a meme. Such a meme. Okay. Continue. Really got to just make sure that chaos is just splattered all over the place and people keep going, what the hell's chaos doing? It's all chaos, yeah. Alright, we'll keep getting the Mystic Amplification, and then I think, yeah, it's time for some... Ooh, Vitality's good too, though. And we've got enough XP Magnet on our gear. Let's do Vitality. Vitality... It's only 10 health, but it scales you so well. In fact, since we're going Blood Mage pretty consistently, no, I've got a different idea. Let's be a tanky boy. I gotta get creative. We're gonna go tanky mage. And we're just going to rely on Vitality Barrier and Blood Magic. And Mage just gets enough damage already from upgrades. I think this will work. We'll find out. All right. I haven't spent enough time getting experimental with the skill tree, so this is a good opportunity to do that. And since no one's on the 0 to Hero Mage leaderboard yet, I might as well take a spot. I was really surprised, Troy, that you didn't take Mage 0 to Hero as well. I was really surprised that you just stopped with one, since you normally do such good Mage runs. It's worth overkilling. True. Effect radius, absolutely. Oh, we got 2 levels. And we'll do knock effect. And we got 3 levels. We'll do, yeah, effect duration. Yeah, Mage pretty squish. I think this run's got me in a good shape because I've got so much defensive options now with Vitality Barrier and just so much health and armor on the modules. Like, look at that. I'm able to just, like, plow through these guys. Yeah, Mage is surprisingly tough to 0 to Hero. That's why I was really curious how I would do here. Oh, we can, I think we've got one more craft we can do on, 2 more crafts we can do on this module. Okay. Let's add a prefix. Health pickup bonus. Let's add another prefix. Health. Okay, I'll take it. It's only 9, but better than nothing. Oh yeah, that's fair, that's fair. Vitality Barrier! Ah, oh, good stuff. Good stuff. It's coming together. So now we can absolutely just completely build around Blood Magic, Life Regen, and Vitality Barrier. And I think we've got a perfectly viable spell, like a blaster build, you know? Pierce. I think no, we'll grab Timed Explosions. It's a one-time upgrade. Yeah, that was exactly why I knew I needed to rush. Oh, is the baby getting picked up on the mic? Yeah. Even with the door closed, I don't have noise cancellation on right now. Because I had to reset a couple things. But yeah, that was why I knew I needed to push to get the save slots added. I kind of knew that was going to be a critical thing once we started doing 0 to Hero. Because like I'm fine with resetting my module count because I'm doing it so much during testing, but the average player isn't going to want to do that, especially when they've really curated their collection. And he's got a pair of lungs on him. Like that's with the door closed and everything. It's crazy. I think yeah, crit chance is more important right now. It'll help Thunderstorm a lot. Volatile Burn. I'll take it. Thunderstruck! Life regen. Probably time to start stacking life regen. We've got a perfect loadout. Once we get Blood Mage, we'll have a perfect loadout for stacking life regen. More crit chance, yes. And we're ready to start getting core stats. Alright, so we haven't killed the off a Mortarling yet, so we'll probably go over and do that. We'll leave all the bases up. Watch, now we won't find blood magic. It'll just elude us. You know what? I think there's really, like, projectile speed and duration are both nice, but well met friend, what can I call you? I want the discount, so I'm gonna call him Cornelius Maximus III Esquire, because he loves that name, and that gives me a discount. I bet you guys didn't know that. Alright, I think there's really nothing we can come up with here that, elite chance, great, that will brick our build, come to think of it. So let's corrupt everything. Projectile size, fantastic. Okay, more projectile size. Projectile duration, cool. So that gives us a much higher chance of getting life regen, which is what I was hoping for. Yeah, the name you give him will change the price of the corruptions. I'm actually going to make it more dramatic, I think. But yeah, you can get up to, I think, a 20% discount if you name him the name he likes the most. One of those fun little Easter eggs. Okay, while we're here, we'll kill the base. Elemental damage, yes. Oh, I gotta remember we've got a lot of armor stacking too, so, or we've got a lot of armor percent stacking, so we can actually go in a little harder on armor than we normally would. More attack speed? Elemental damage is just too good. Okay. I really would like to find more life regen, now that we've got Vitality Barrier. But, not happening. Alright, let's... Oh, yeah, and that's interesting too. It kept the cached map with the broken rock. I gotta make sure that's getting reset every run. Alright, so, to do... Rock clear, rock layer clear on map reset. To do larger rock vision radius on alpha charger. Okay. Yeah, it's just that I'm not clearing the cache when I should be. Easy fix. A lot of my testing, I'll do one run. I'll load up. Even I won't fully do a run. I'll just load up and debug spawn in the enemy that I'm testing, and then I'll log out. So I end up running into those caching problems because of how I kind of quickly iterate. Effect radius, yes. And I think I saw an array back here. Let's actually grab that before we get distracted. Yeah. Crit damage. Attack speed. Hey, we got it. Alright, life regen. Need to start stacking that. Alright. Let's go find Mr. Man. Where are you, Mr. Man? There's one. There's another. That should be enough to spawn him. There he is. I don't even think we got to really stress about him too much. Just hang out here and keep killing. We've got good enough defense now. Yeah, we'll do more crit damage. Projectile speed's tempting right now, but ah, look at that heavy tank. Just melt. Damage is a bit lower, but I feel much safer. Much better with our survivability this time around. Mana barrier, great. We can offset our damage pretty easily here. That's not a problem. A little health. There we go. Hey, we got another attribute scale legs. Oh, but no, I think we're okay there. We lose a lot of armor. Let's see what it crafts into. I'm not yet totally sold on those. Yeah, we got enough crit damage. I think we want to keep grabbing crit chance. Alright, we'll craft them and see what happens. XP multiplier is pretty good. Health. Not enough credits. I didn't realize we were around that low. But that's so much armor. Oh, that tooltip's not updated. Alright, we're going to leave those for now. I think until they get one more. Oh, cheap viewers. You. I don't want cheap viewers. It's just whack-a-mole to get rid of these guys. It's terrible. I'm not even going to bother to report. It's too much hassle. It's not going to do anything anyways. They'll get back to playing. Alright, crit chance. Yep. How do I get rid of that menu? There we go. Block. Weird. Now I can't see chat. Well, that's a terrible interface. That is absolutely a terrible interface. My chat is completely blocked now because I banned him. Ah, there we go. X was gone. Okay, now I can see. You are a cheap viewer, Troy. I didn't have to pay anything for you. That's great. Alright, let's get off of Mortarling, so we're at least making skill point progress here. I still think this is pretty reliable Prometheus kill, actually. So I think after Alpha Mortarling, we're going to beeline straight over to the base. I'd like a little more life regen if we can squeeze it out, just to make sure we're keeping our barrier up, but not a must. I'm actually really missing that extra maximum mana. I definitely see what you mean. It is nice having even just a tiny source of maximum mana. I'm actually adding suffixes that will increase the resources of each class mechanic. So you'll have suffixes on modules that can increase your maximum mana as well. That'll be in the next update. It's not in this build, but it will be in the build that goes to production. There he is. Alright. Let's get attack speed. Just gotta make sure we keep refreshing the burn on him so that it properly stacks. There we go. There he goes. Get melted. You'll even pay me. Wow. I like it. I remember the good old days of being paid to stream. That was good stuff. Until suddenly, the guy who was managing the team was like, hey, how about you stream while you're eating? And on top of that, how about you stream 14 hours a day? And oh, by the way, I'm going to take 70% of the ad revenue. I'm really excited for the game to go early access. I think it's going to do pretty well once. Especially with some of the changes Ram and I are starting to work on, like this map really starts to make it look much more professional. And it's going to be nice to be able to like actually have some revenue coming in from the game instead of it just being a very time-consuming hobby. That will help really validate the time I'm putting into it. The first one to buy it. That'll be a fun race. That needs a leaderboard entry all its own. Alright, let's see if we can get to maybe level 35 before we take on Prometheus. Still haven't found blood magic. That would be really nice to have. We're perfectly built for it. We just haven't had the luck. Welcome back, Ram. We were talking about you the whole time. Well, critical damage. We have a really high critical chance, so we probably should lean into that. Yeah, this base clear is pretty nuts. Probably start picking away at the towers now. The only thing we're missing is projectile speed. It's really kind of setting us back here with the fire. It takes so long to arrive that we're taking damage. On that note, there's some health. All right, let's get back up in there and see what we can do for clearing out the base. I think we have what we need to kill Prometheus. We just need to actually be able to get there. We need to survive to actually... So actually, you know what I'm going to do? I am not going to clear all the towers. I'm just going to rush to get the base down. Yeah, there's not too many towers here. I say that, but then I run into some towers. Now we're trapped. Crit chance or crit damage? I think crit damage. Our crit chance is already very high. Ooh, there's some health. There's some health. There we go. There we go. Hey, we got the Prometheus spawn. Alright. Here goes. Oh, look at that damage. That is beautiful. Oh, look at him go. That is a very toasty Prometheus right there. That is a very toasty Prometheus. Count it! Good stuff. Alright, we'll put that in the Zero to Hero. Just as a reminder for me. Thank you! So that was 4 runs, I believe. Let's... Yeah, that was 4 runs. Definitely could have done better. I was really hoping for 2 or 3 runs, but still, pretty good. So I'll screenshot that as well. And then I'll just save the Twitch video. I probably won't post it to YouTube. Although I could. It's pretty easy then to convert it to YouTube. All right. So I guess we'll show off the save. We'll do a new save here. Show off the save functionality a little bit. So then, like, if we switch over, sure enough, brand new Mage with no modules yet. So yeah, that's kind of how it works. Let's do Fighter. And open fire on Tutty, as is custom. Oh man, it's so shocking every time I play Fighter because I'm just like, oh my god, this is painfully slow. But that's how it's supposed to be. It's like the first thing Fighter needs to do is fix his movement speed. Every time. Even though I want rarity, but yeah, we're going to get a couple points of movement speed. Hashtag save Tutty. Poor Tutty. He doesn't deserve it. Attack speed, yes. More missiles, more better. So I think there's already a 2-run Fighter 0 to Hero record, right? That's fair. 3-run? Okay. I think projectile count's more important than polarity shift right now. As tempting as polarity shift is. We'll do projectile count. Yeah, I don't like to constantly fire missiles because I generally don't run so much attack speed that I have infinite missiles. We'll see though. So I like to save them, and I use the right-click fire a lot to make sure I'm picking off the elites. Like here, now I can focus them. More attack speed. Well, this time we might be able to hold it down. We're getting a ton of attack speed. We do need 1 point in life regen. We're going to do that first. And pampered. Teddy needs pampering. Poor Teddy. He has a rough life. A little more life regen, or maybe projectile size for bigger explosions. We'll do projectile size. Bigger missiles, bigger explosions. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, that's really kind of what I was hoping for, is give the kind of environment where people say, well, I do this. Oh, cool. Well, I do this. You know, and it's like actually a meaningful conversation as opposed to, oh, you're wrong, which is so common in these games. Just, oh, you're wrong. You don't ever do that. Oh, end of conversation. That's a feels bad. We'll grab a little bit of missile capacity. I don't want to go into it too hard, but 1 or 2 points is good. Attack speed. Get out of there, Hut. That's another thing. I really got to fix that caching of the credits, because now we switched save files and we have access to credits from the previous save file that are still on the ground. So that's another thing I gotta fix. More move speed, still a little slow. Don't need crit chance, so projectile size it is. Yeah, those credits should be resetting anyways. I'll go ahead and fix that. As much as it was kind of fun to say, oh, that's a feature, not a bug. It's not. It's too problematic. Missile fabrication is really tempting, but no, we'll grab scavenge plating. Undocumented feature. True that. Alright, I gotta remember this is a fresh save, so we gotta clear out the villages. Yeah, it was crazy how much barrage impacting rockets changed the feel of Fighter. I kind of knew it might, but it actually had more impact than I anticipated. I think Fighter actually over Mage. Fighter actually might be my favorite. Or not my favorite, but I think it actually might be the strongest from a zero to hero standpoint. It's so, like, Mage has a very clear drawback. I'm not going to get forking bullets, actually. I don't like it at all for Fighter. Like, Mage has a very clear drawback, which you really have to build around. Whereas Fighter's biggest drawback is just the movement speed, and it really only takes a few points right now to fix that. Which I think I probably am going to make the movement speed attribute less effective. On that note, actually, I think that'll be a balance change in the next update. To do, reduce movement attribute. Okay. Because yeah, right now movement is too effective. Wakeboarding. Oh my god, that's dark. I love it. Tactical baptism. That's good stuff. Alright, we'll do another life regen. No, attack speed. Because life regen isn't really going to scale that well when we have this much max health anyways. More projectiles, more missiles, more better. Well, then giving me pauses, we haven't found any modules yet. But we'll creep up into the farms to find up. Ask and we shall receive. Better than nothing. Let's just go ahead and get a little quality on that since we don't have very many credits. Oh, right. We need to... Yes. Okay. Let's go get you a hammer. I might even say that Fighter actually is I think actually I gotta disagree, Ram. I think Mage is not the one that's overtuned right now. I think it might actually be Fighter. Mage has like a higher skill ceiling, right? Like if you play Mage optimally, Mage is incredibly strong. Fighter though, in terms of just raw power, I think is probably the winner right now. Ooh, I don't like any of these. I guess projectile duration just to give us a little bit better scattergun range. I actually think I want to corrupt modules really early on this because I don't want projectile duration or projectile speed on this build. The downside is we run the risk of getting projectile size restricted as well, and we really want projectile size on Fighter. Yeah, Mage is super gear dependent. I agree. You have to really build into it to get the survivability fixed, and Frenzy on Mage honestly is like, that's like the biggest enabler, the biggest build enabler I feel like. You get that like 5 frames per second lightning going and you just clear the field. Man, another bad one. Need more rarity, it looks like. Well, glad we did that at a fresh level. Yeah, let's go up to 10 rarity. We're getting way too many commons. Well, at least attack speed's in there. Alright, so we're going to go up on rarity. And now we're going to go down and craft that module a bit. Oh, you weren't running Frenzy. That's cool. I just assumed because I saw some of your earlier builds you were really leaning into reckless attacks. Actually leaving a lot of gems on the field. I didn't realize that. Fighter does do that. Does do that. One more heavy ordnance is okay. We're kind of getting... Ooh. Yeah, we'll do it. And then... No, I think we're going to go up to like 15 rarity. So that we can get more missile fabrications. Hey, that's rarity. No, that's crit chance. Just because it says lucky does not mean it's the kind of luck we want. Crit chance is terrible for Fighter. Alright, here's your stinking hammer. And we're going to craft that one. I don't think we're going to craft the top one at all. Attribute respec. Attribute magnet, cool. Armor, cool. I mean, it's our first... We'll just upgrade. Yep, there we go. Okay, we're done. I have to do a skill class. Oh, that's such a good troll. I think people would be annoyed, but at the same time it would be fun. More projectiles. Yep. Alright, so we're going to get more XP magnets, so we're not leaving so much on the ground here. We're going to need a little more movement speed, too. We're going to get bullied by these rail snipers otherwise. We got enough damage here. Ooh, I think projectile size is better right now. We've got enough damage here that I think we probably could start killing mini bosses. We just need more attack speed. Oh, look at that. That was one barrage to almost kill that. Legs of decay. Oh, yes, please. That we're going to craft. Oh, wait, we don't have enough credits. Never mind. Never mind. Yeah, that was a great find. Ooh, missile fabrication or attack speed. Like, now that we have corrosion, attack speed's actually really helpful. Nah, we'll do missile fabrication. Okay. Fires and missiles. Yeah, we need... I think we're gonna... If heavy ordnance comes up again, we're skipping it. We kind of fell into the trap a little bit here. There's another missile fabrication. I remember this is the first run too. Come to think of it, this is actually pretty great for a first run. Legs of impaling. I don't think anything's going to beat those corrosive legs for a fighter. Hello. No, thank you. What is it? Crazy day. It's a good flavor. It's a good flavor. My wife is experimenting. At first I thought she was trying to like feed me while I was streaming, but it was just a taste. She'll do that. She'll just randomly be like, "Okay, now eat," and I'm like, "What? What is going on?" I'm in the middle of something and you're feeding me like a baby. Hi, Mrs. Rec. Yeah. Troy says hi. She's I think watching on the TV right now too, so she can hear me talking. All right, let's get a little more credits here, and then we'll go back and properly craft that corrosive module. Oh, the drones! Ooh, there we go. But we gotta be careful. Ooh, polarity shift focus is tempting. Yeah. Oh wait, no, we automatically crit. Critical damage! Yes. So huge. So huge for fighter. Gotta respect the drones. There's an elite drone in there too. Oh, we got a bunch of modules there. Attack size multiplier, yes please. Ooh, attribute scale, even more yes please. Alright. Oh, ooh, Lord. There is several. God. Attack speed. I think they're gone. Our armor saved us there. Yeah, this is low enough. Yeah, we got it anyways. Okay. Missile fabrication. Absolutely. That's an elite heavy tank. That's a dead elite heavy tank. Oh, there was another drone there still. No, stop. No, I will not corrupt. Actually, the only thing we would be missing there... Well, we don't have the money to corrupt, come to think of it. I think it's like 1,000. So, yeah. Ooh, that's still the elite drone. They're going to be, like, forever haunting me now. Just randomly showing up. Alright, so let's... Actually, let's first sell some modules. Actually, that is, I think, better than what we have. Right? No, attribute scale is better. Okay. So yeah, let's sell. Get a little more credits. And then let's craft that corrosion module. Barrier chance. That's fine. Attack size, yes. And then let's craft the attribute scale module. More barrier chains. Interesting. Okay. That'll do. Ooh, more drones. Get me away from these drones. Just ruthless. Great early module farm, but good freaking lord. They just never stop. You think you've got them all, and then you don't. 1 point of sap and corrosion or more attack speed. I think 1 point of sap and corrosion. We really need that. That actually is a big enabler for this being a 1 run 0 to hero. Use the sleep ability. Have a good night, Troy. Thanks for tuning in. Alright, let's go up and take out Alpha Charger. I think we got more than enough damage for it. Did we take Chaos? Yeah, we took Chaos. Okay. This is actually a pretty good run. We've gotten decent modules to enable this, but well, and I guess Fighter can off-screen really well too, so even if we have a really late run, we can still clear the base. Versus needing to clear the base early like we normally do. Missile fabrication, yes. Alright, we're going to save up some missiles for the charger. There he is. Something massive approaches. Did we actually just kill, like, we've been off-screening a bunch of... I gotta change the duration on missiles. We've been off-screening a bunch of mortarling nests, apparently. Yeah, I think missiles aren't respecting the maximum travel distance on projectiles. Come to think of it, yeah, I'm pretty sure they have their own maximum travel distance that's overriding it. That's something I can easily fix. Yep, we just spawned Alpha Mortarling. Alright, well now I know. Oh my god, if it weren't for all these drones coming in, I think we'd be okay, but this is getting very dangerous suddenly. Let's get some more move speed, because I think we're going to need to get the hell out of dodge here in a moment. As much as I would love to finish off Alpha Charger, this just got real dangerous. Alright, we gotta risk it for the biscuit. We'll go up and around, since we have a little bit smaller swarm lands now. Stands next to water. I'm trying not to. It's not my fault. I'm feeling it though. We've got some serious one-run potential here. We got 2 arrays here, so after this next level I'll grab those arrays. I'm not even going to worry too much about the bosses. We'll just kind of let the missiles do what the missiles do. Crap, I don't want any of those. I guess barrier bonus? The rest of those do nothing for fighter. Alright, show me the money. Alright, that's not what we wanted, but that's okay. Oh, there's more drones. So many drones. Okay, yeah, now that's like the one thing kind of keeping fighter in check. The funny thing is it's what makes fighter a bit overpowered, but also Just the random swarms of drones showing up. It's like a self-balancing thing. Like they just randomly are going to ambush you at any moment. Attack speed. Kind of getting to hold down space level. Yeah, kind of getting there. I mean, we might as well clear out the swarm lands, right? That's the best way to keep ourselves safe from random drone swarms. I'm gonna be a little quiet here. Getting to the point I gotta concentrate. I think we've cleared most of the hives out, just judging from the modules on the mini-map. Ooh, spike plating. Yeah, it'll help sometimes. We're clearing so much out, though. No, you know what? I think attack speed's better in this case. We're not built for spike plating at all right now. Oh, that's a really angry doggo. Let's clear out Alpha Charger now. I think that's a must when he's at that last phase. All right, what do we find? I think that's just a straight. Yeah, everything about that is. Ooh, it's not calculating that attribute scale correctly for the comparison. Interesting. Ooh, an attribute scale there too. But that's our corrosive. Yeah, we can't pass. Oh, that's why. Herp derp. I'm comparing the head against the chest. Well, that is great. Okay. And we've got a lot of modules we can sell. I think we need to keep our corrosive, so we're actually going to sell those legs. Alright, I'm going to take a quick look in the swarm lands. Our very lush and green swarm lands. Yeah, it's totally cleared out. Alright, I'll take it. So let's go over and sell the modules that we don't have equipped so that we can upgrade this rare module a bit. Doop, doop. Yeah, if I can roll corrosive on something else, I guess come to think of it, I shouldn't have sold those legs just yet. That's true. I should have checked if I could roll corrosive on them. Good point. A frenzy? Oh my god. That's a huge find for run 2. If we don't get this in the first run, Frenzy's going to enable us in a big way for the second run. Alright, so I think we can kind of just rely, projectile size, we can rely on our missiles to just kind of slowly whittle down the Alpha Mortarling. Let's go up and make sure we take out a factory. Yeah, that's a caching issue. It cleared the inventory, it's just the images are still cached. The module icons and the tooltips are still cached, but you can't interact with them in any way. It's a display problem. I'll get it fixed eventually. It's when you sell the modules that it occurs. I've just been putting it off. I like to procrastinate those kinds of things because I'm lazy. Oh, Lord. That heavy tank had my number. Good God. Just heavy tank go burr. Good Lord. All right, that was a really good first run. All right. I think we can do it on run number 2, especially with Frenzy on that head slot. Yeah, that heavy tank just came in and said, yeah, you're done. Okay, missile damage is pretty good. Attack speed and crit damage multiplier is also pretty good. Or we could go through. Actually, since we have reckless attacks from Frenzy, I think I like this route. so that we can offset our reckless attacks with armor stacking a little easier. And then we'll put the rest into there. That's good. Yeah, so we'll really build around reckless attacks this run. Man, that was such a good run too. I just was ignoring armor a little too much. Alright, yeah, we'll get scavenge plating. Sure. Reckless attacks will come back around. Oh, and actually, we've got credits now. We can corrupt. So yeah, we can get a ton of reckless attacks because we're going to corrupt our modules here in a sec. It's handling the double levels correctly now. That's nice. All right, sap and corrosion will come back around. We'll take reckless attacks now. And projectile count. All right, so I'm going to beeline straight over to the corruption so that we're getting projectile duration and projectile size off of our list. Because we've got 22,000 credits from that really nice first run. Man, I love this. This looks so much cleaner now. Mark, this is great. All right, first off, well, what should I call you? You are Cornelius. Hello, Cornelius. All right. Let's corrupt something. Projectile speed upgrade. Thank you. Projectile duration upgrade. I think that's all we want. We hit exactly the two we needed. I think we stop here so that we can get projectile size still. I don't want to lock projectile size. That was great. That was as good as we could have hoped for. We technically have one life regen, and that's more than zero. I think we take reckless attacks. More reckless attacks. Great. We'll need to start stacking armor so we don't go negative, but man, look at how fast we're. Even the scattergun's firing quick. This is going to be a great hold down space build. Yeah, we'll get 1 point of armor just to make sure we stay positive, and then heavy ordnance and movement speed. Yeah, I'll have to do that after I'm done here. Armor. Gotta make sure we're just at least taking one armor every run, or every level. Alright, let's go back and clear out the rest of the huts. Free experience. Projectile size. Well, if I do a 2-run fighter, then I'll probably put this up on YouTube. Because it'll cover both the Mage 0 to Hero and the Fighter 0 to Hero. Another reckless attacks. More projectile size. Yeah, the corruptions are really paying off here. We haven't had any dead levels yet. I think we've got... Oh, no, we don't. Yeah, there we go. We've got something we can craft there still. Especially since that hit the corruption. We'll want to keep it. Suffix. We got more corrosive. Let's go. Some XP magnet, doesn't hurt on fighter. Oh, that's big. That corrosive is huge. Especially since we've got reckless attacks, we're going to have a lot of attack speed. We don't have any way to increase the travel distance of the scattergun, since we did block that. But that's okay. Bulwark first, that's great. We're very well built to deal with bulwark. I think that's pretty much all of lakeside and shoreline cleared out. Oh, there's one more. We don't have any sap and corrosion yet, so we'll get that. More projectiles. Can't go wrong there. About ready to switch into damage here soon. Just want to get a head start on armor since we have reckless attacks. More crit. Yes, please. Arms. Oh, no. Yeah, we're not doing anything special with arms. And we have attribute scale there. Okay, so we need to craft that immediately. Go, go, go. I think projectile size is better here. I'm tempted. We'll do a little bit of rarity. I don't think we need much. Because we want to make sure our reckless attacks comes up a lot. We'll go up to like 5 rarity. Lately, I've been really liking low rarity builds. That's strange for me, I know. But you can really build around common upgrades. If you've got Frenzy or Fortification especially. Alright, let's get those arms crafted. One whole point of corrosion. Not great. Damage multiplier is good. Alright, better than nothing. Attacks. And oh yeah, we're getting a little bit of rarity. There we go. And 1 point of missile capacity is okay. Yeah, I totally agree. I've been meaning to do that since the hammer keeps showing up. Just let you continue giving. I think what I'll do, the idea I had in mind was you can give him the hammer as many times as you want, and each time he gives you exactly 1 credit for the additional hammers. I think that'll be fun. He just adds it to the pile, the existing pile of hammers. And says, thanks, this is such a unique thing that you found. 1 credit. So I kind of want to clear the factory out before the heavy tank shows up this time. Even though we're going to have armor now, so we'll be less vulnerable to the autocannons, but... Ooh, we're almost to the point that the barrier bonus is worth something. We'll keep stacking reckless attacks, though. Right, grab that. And... okay, this is why we're careful. Man, this scatter gun's going to be just popping off by the end of this run. Haven't found Barrage yet. That's the only bummer. One Pierce would be nice as well. We'll grab the one Pierce just to get that out of the way. Alpha Charger being sneaky. There he is. Out of nowhere. Alpha Charger from the top rope. More missile fabrication. Yes, please. I think we have, yeah, we have 1 point in, and we're not quite able to get him down to 0 damage. We have 1 point in sapping corrosion. But now, yeah, there we go. Now we got it down. But our damage is low enough. I think I'm not going to worry about him just yet. I think we'll just kind of let him get whittled down here. I'd rather focus over here. Polarity shift. Yes, please. I think we need the max health a lot. We've got the smaller base down there I haven't cleared out yet, too. I gotta remember that. Man, not having Barrage, I'm really feeling it. We're gonna have to pull back. More missile fabrication, more damage. Right? It is so good. And so necessary for some builds. Alright, we'll clear out the smaller base down here real quick. Alpha Charger's like, pay attention to me, and I'm like, nah, I'm good. There's just some life regen. Oh, no, yeah, it doesn't carry over. There's absolutely nothing in terms of progress can carry over now because the save file is being fully deleted, and it's fully isolated. So if you delete the save file, it's truly deleting the data, as opposed to overwriting values in the data. And if you create a new save slot, it's truly creating a new folder in the data structure. So it's, yeah. That'll eliminate that problem I was having where, like, you know, you'd click reset progress and it would reset, you know, most things, but, you know, some new feature like the skill tree wasn't getting reset. Now there's no way for that to happen because it's completely deleting the file. So we're in good shape there. All right, let's go back up and a little more damage to the base. Ooh, actually, first we're gonna level up here. Another polarity shift, sure, why not? And then hopefully a free level. Nope, no free level. Unlucky. All right, now I'll go back up and mess with the base a little more. Just gotta remember the heavy tanks are out. Although we're more prepared now, at least. Yeah, they still hurt, but they don't just completely cut through our armor now. A little more health pickup multiplier would be good. such a large health pool. Gonna save our missiles and really unload. There we go. That tower should go down to the corrosion. Save up again and do it again. Projectile size. Rail snipers are out. That's a little spooky. Oh, the water. That was close. That was really close. He was prepping. I saw him pulling back to knock me in. He knew what was up. And that projectile spy is really paying off. We were hitting both buildings there. Oh, that heavy tank just spawned as I went in. Yeah, lining me up for it, I know. That little pond there. You think you're safe in the farms from water, and then that one pond is just waiting for you. Yeah, heavy ordnance is pretty good right now. The cooldown is gonna suck, but that's what we've got reckless attacks for. Where's Barrage, though? Oh, yeah, that heavy ordnance really paid off. Alright, let's get back. Get a little low on health. I don't think there's any health left here. I think that's still the stasis problem where the towers will... So I think what's happening is they're not moving during stasis, but they're following the minimum distance requirement when something leaves stasis. I've already fixed the movement, but what's happening is there's a minimum distance so that they can't spawn on top of you. And if you're moving quickly, then the towers follow that minimum distance, and it pushes them back. But towers shouldn't behave that way. They should always respawn in the exact same spot that they previously were. I'm like 99% sure that's the problem. So they get kind of pushed around when you're high movement speed. Because by the time the distance check occurs, they're closer than they should be. So rather than matching their original position, they get pushed back. Alright, so we'll hang out here for a bit, get another level, hopefully get some more attack speed. Or Barrage. Barrage would be better. It's not Barrage. Actually, projectile count is still pretty huge for us right now. Stop pushing me away. There we go. Hey, we got another. And I guess projectile size? Yeah, I think life regen's better right now. The scattergun doesn't know what to do for its... I can tell a lot of those projectiles are overlapping because scattergun doesn't know what to do with this much projectile size to make sure there's a good spread. I'm almost tempted to go ahead and spawn Prometheus. If we spawn Prometheus, he will clear out the mini bosses. And I think this build can take on Prometheus pretty reliably right now. It'll take a while, but if our goal is a 2-run Prometheus kill, I think this build can do it. Man, there's nothing there I really want. I guess Forking Bullets? I'd love to find like one more array. There we go. All right, so we'll do that array. We'll level up nearby here. That's a lot of drones. So we'll come back to that array after the drones have cleared out. Oh yeah, good call. Thank you. I'll respec out of rarity. Thank you. It's a shame we haven't found Barrage, but might have to do it without Barrage. It'll be slow going, but I think we can do it. Oh Lord. Oh Lord. That was scary. I can't tell if that was the Alpha Mortarling or if that was the drones. It was probably the drones. There's some health. Actually, yeah, life regen. Since we're about ready to... We're going to keep rarity. One more level. I think we got one more level on us at least. Really want to try and give us as much chance as possible to get Barrage. Oh yeah, the arrays have much more varied placement now. Critical damage, yes. Oh, drones. Sneaky, sneaky drones. Okay, I gotta get away. I can't. I wanted to be near that array when I level up, but there's still too many drones in there. Running out of health to pick up. That array is going to be the death of me if I keep chasing it. Reckless attacks. Oh my god, that is a big pack of rail snipers. Good lord. That was terrifying. Getting to the point now, like, we're like 1 or 2 good missile volleys away from killing Alpha Mortarling. Just a matter of getting close enough. Alright, there we've got health nearby. Let's do it. Get out of there. Alright, we got Frenzy Arms. Yeah, I'm not too attached to those arms. Frenzy and Life Regen arms. Great. I do really like those legs, but maybe Ooh, frenzy. Damage multiplier. Oh, that's on legs. Yeah, we're just going to go really hard into frenzy, I think. Alright, so we'll do those legs as well. Alright, Titan's Mass is fun and all, but... Okay, so let's go craft these. Got plenty of credits. Sell what we're not using, because I'm OCD like that. Rarity? Okay, well, now we can really respec out a rarity. Unlucky. Damage multiplier, nice. And some corrosive still. Okay, cool. More life regen, fantastic. More rarity, so we really don't need to touch rarity. Health pickup bonus, a very low roll. The prefixes on that are good enough. I think we want to upgrade quality. It only hit 1 point, but okay, that's something. Those are fully crafted. Cool. Now let's see what the Alpha Charger gives us. Stop charging, Alpha Charger. There we go. And we got... Yeah, that's not... Those are cached there, too. Chest. Yeah. Even more frenzy. Why not? Alright. So we'll craft that, and then I think we're going to go over and take on Prometheus. Bummer. Hey, Fortitude. Good find. Oh, a big, big life regen roll. Excellent. Alright, so we still have a... Yeah, we still have an array right there. So we'll level up here. And then grab the array. Still drones. Yeah, this is a pretty good loadout. Reckless attacks. Oh man, I'm really feeling that missing attribute scale. I'm glad we got a lot of extra attributes from the attribute scale, and then we basically respec'd out of it with that. So this is actually pretty good. Okay, so we're gonna go there, and actually we're gonna remove our XP magnet because we don't need it anymore. And then yeah, so we're gonna just completely dump our XP magnet, and then just really stack damage and armor. Here we go. Moment of truth. We're doing it without barrage. That's the only thing that really spooks me a bit. Yeah, we got enough XP magnet. We can still maybe grab one more level. Ooh, there's another array there. Okay, yeah, so we are going to grab one more level. Thank you. This is a little spooky, but I think we can do it. Especially because we've got really good off-screen with how much explosion, with how much missile size we've got. Yeah, very well might off-screen the command center. This is a lot of damage. Stalwart, yes, we need it. We absolutely need survivability right now. Alright, level up, please. We got another. And we got more respec points, so we'll respec the rest of the way out of XP Magnet. Barrage! Are you kidding me? Oh, that's so perfect. Alright, let's go. Let's go. Get out of here, base. You weren't invited to this party. Get out of here. Oh, that's so fantastic. We're just going to delete him. Actually. No, actually, that's... Yeah, okay, we've still got a fight on our hands. I think we're fine, though. Especially with all that life regen we picked up on the modules, I think we're fine. Just gotta kind of duck away and then hit him with a big barrage. Yeah, corrosive is definitely helping. He's gonna split in a second. There he is. Our movement speed's a little low. I think one of the beam attacks is going to be a bit spooky. But we're pretty tanky. I think we'll be able to survive. Oh, stop. Okay. There's a rail sniper. There's the one that okay, you know, we're just so tanky. Look at that. We can literally tank that. So yeah, we got this. We can literally sit in the beams. That is fantastic. We are a tanky boy. Not so spooky when you got like 4,500 armor. Where is he? He's not healing. There he is. Okay, he's wearing us down. I gotta be a little more careful. I can't just sit in the beams for fun. Yeah, still frightening. Just because he can wear us down. The nice thing about that one is as long as you've got decent armor, you can, like, you're not in the beams for very long. Get out of here, Prometheus. Alright, that is a 2-run fighter run. Hell yeah. Oh, interesting. I'll have to go back and double check the run times. Yeah, that'll take a bit. Alright, well with that, I will probably wrap up the stream. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. Is I'm going to calculate total runtime on this screen so that we don't have to manually do the math. I'll store that as a separate variable. Because now that I'm thinking about it, it's going to be really tedious for me to go back through and total all that up. There's really no reason we can't be including that here. Right on. Well, thanks for tuning in. This was a fun little test of the new map. It's running real smoothly, even though we upped the tile resolution to 48 by 48, so that's great. All right, I will catch you later, Ram.